Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So you ready for an epic chili harvest? Come with me. So this is what I've been waiting for. You have to battle your way through this jungle of a Dorset naga that you have to climb through to get into my greenhouse now. Because this guy's absolutely taken over everywhere. Let's get this vine off. I'm just taking out some of these vines at the top to get some more light in here. But come down here and I'll show you what I've got today. So I showed you all of these naga plants that are ready for harvest, or these nagas that are ready for harvest. And these are a Trinidad Maruga. Some of these are absolutely bright red. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm just gonna pick the reddest of the red off the plant. There's gonna be loads. Now these, my brother-in-law ate one of these chilies and he looked like he was about to cry. They're that hot, and the guy can handle heat as well. So yeah, these are hot. So I'm doing this without gloves. Hopefully I should be okay. Last time I was making naga pickle and I did that without gloves, but I was chopping them then. And my hands were burning for days.
Just your hand.
There we go.
Sort of,
There's loads just coming off. It's been a good year for chilies, I'll tell you that. It's been a very good year for chilies. Yeah, if you are sensitive to capsaicin or you've got cracked skin, make sure you wear gloves for this. Yeah, that's all the really red ones off this plant. There's some slightly oranger ones. I'm going to leave them to ripen a little bit more. Like that guy. No, that guy's not ready. Yeah, I'm going to leave those to ripen a little bit more. This plant's the same type, so we'll get these guys as well. Oh, there's some really nice ones here. Ooh. But yeah, that's good. I think leave those a little bit longer. That one.
that one's right.
There we go. Yeah, leave the rest of them a little bit longer. That's a nice bowl full of, of really hot chilies. They are mega hot. Let's see what else we've got. Well, I've got this basket. This plant's the same, so I'll get a few more off here as well. This one didn't do as well as the other two, for some reason. But it looks like it's got loads of flower buds on it. So you've got caramel maruga here. These are, on these ones you can see the scorpion developing a lot better. On these ones, the scorpion's sort of developed, the little stinger. So while I'm at it, I might as well show you how to overwinter some plants as well. So this is a chocolate habanero plant. Let's show you how to overwinter this. Now, first thing that I'm going to do is all these chocolate habaneros, I'm going to pick them all off. They're all coming off, bismillah. See, notice one thing, where the chili actually grows from. It grows from that V joint. So the section of a branch where it splits off. So that's important to bear in mind. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Just looks like a piece of chocolate. It's not going to taste like one though. Look, see what I mean? See where that branch comes off, just at the end, on that V, that's where the chili comes off. Now, because I'm trying to overwinter this, one thing that I am going to do is not just pick the ripe ones, I'm going to pick everything. So even the unripe ones, they're coming off as well. So I'm basically just going to strip this plant bare. That's it, everything's off now. Where? Oh, I just missed that one. Let's get that one. I could have entered that guy for my tiny chili competition. Didn't see him, but never mind. So now it's time to start pruning this chili plant. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it back to a point where all my cuts are just above those V-joints. So with this plant, you see that V-joint just here, where it intersects. Now I'm going to trim my plant all the way back, so I'm just leaving that V-joint. Everything else around it is just going to come off. And I'm trimming up to a leaf node, because I want more sprouts to come from here next year. So all of these side shoots, they're all coming off. These branches in the middle, they're coming off. That's coming off. And that's pretty much it. So I've got almost a naked plant left. I'm not going to take these leaves off. As the weather cools down, you'll notice a lot of these leaves actually dropping themselves. That's not something to worry about. Now, with a pot this size, this is a 2 litre pot. I've got space in the house for that, so that can go into the house, and I'll just leave that somewhere on a warm windowsill. Unless you're trying to grow chilies through the winter, you don't need a lot of light for these. So keep it on a warm windowsill. It doesn't need loads and loads of light. Just don't let it get frosted. Don't let the temperature drop below 7 degrees. You'll be able to harvest chilies from this very early next year. You might need to give it a little bit of water, but don't give it too much water. It wants to be slightly moist, not very wet at all. And chilies like a dry condition anyway, so don't give it too much water. Come spring, this will come back to life and you'll get yourself off to a really good start. Don't worry about the leaf drop. It will drop a lot of leaves, and next year you're going to be in a great position to be growing again. And that's going to go into the house, and I'm going to keep that protected. There's another way of overwintering chilies as well, and I'll show you how to do that. So here's another one of those chocolate habanero plants, the one that I've just trimmed back. But with this one, what I'll do is I'm waiting for a few chilies to fully ripen so I can save seeds. But with this one, I'll repot it into a 2 litre pot. This is a 5 litre pot. I'll take it out and I'll repot it into a 2 litre pot so I can move it on and keep it inside the house. But this is another way of overwintering them. See, this one's starting to drop its leaves, and these leaves are just falling off now. They're starting to yellow and they're coming off. So what I'm going to do with this one is, this is a bit more of an active method of overwintering them. I'm just going to come in and snip that off. So anything that dies back, that's the part that I'm going to remove, and leave anything healthy on the plant. Anything that turns woody, because that's not going to grow again, that's coming off. And anything green I'm just going to leave, and I'll end up with just a stalk in here with just the main frame. My aim is, as it starts growing down from the tips, just like with the other chili plant, I'll end up with a skeleton. So with this plant, what I should end up with is a skeleton of these main branches cut back to about there. Okay, and all I'll be left with is those twigs, and then once I'm there, I can just overwinter that in the greenhouse. And it's a slower process, it's a lot more active process, so just as it dies back, just naturally trim it back. My aim is to get a greenhouse heater in here. I'm going to make a DIY heater. You know me, everything's DIY, and I'll show you how I'm doing that very shortly. So there's a little bit of a chili harvest and how to overwinter your chilies. I'll leave it there for this one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.